we've finished up with the midterms for this class right here for GD 150. We're about to finish up the next midterm for the sound effects, the sound design class, and then we're gonna enter into IM 178 and finish up the midterms for that one actually today, which is gonna be a multi-choice midterm. Anyways, so now we're working at it to where we're working on envelope, structure, and design, composition, fonts, and how we can best effectively put this stuff together, like how I'm working right here. I'll show you guys. There you go. You can see it right there. And executing this to where, like, from how Dale explained it, the logo, the fonts, eye movement, composition, and basically everything can be executed to where it just like, that's the one. Other than that, it's been relatively fun, relatively cool, right? Because for the first one that I'm actually redesigning, this one right here, I'll go ahead and show you guys. So for this idea right here, what I want to do is I practically want to have the logo centered. So you have one triangle there, and then you have another one being formed in the via the I don't want to say the composition. Yeah, I'm trying to use all this graphic design language, bro. But basically, I have one triangle here that forms negative space to help emphasize on that, and then I am gonna have to try and put together another triangle at the bottom of it that kind of brings your attention to this guy right here. Yeah, so boom, logo, Hoyt, a living museum, but it's all gonna align to have another triangle there, right? So that's the first one, the easiest one for me to work with right there. Bam, that's one idea done. So far, I think within that midterms and everything all else, I dropped a little bit in my grade here by about 10% to where I had originally 90, 100-ish, basically an A, but now I'm dropping down to a B. I'm not worried about that. The one thing that I'm more worried about going forward is how much does this stuff stick. So I have basically, I want to say practically 6 more weeks before the finals. So immediately what I'm doing now is I'm taking a lot of the stuff that I wrote down at the beginning of the year and revising it, going over it, and trying to get as much of it as I can, start implementing it into my my routine, right? 2 videos I watched so far of Sam Sulik, because he mentions a couple things that I'm agreeing with so far now that I'm starting to implement going forward. For one, he mentions how too many people get stuck in the routines and doing it. That's what I've been doing. I'll be honest with myself. I've been using and doing the same constant workout for the past 6 months. I've been thinking, though, to help myself, because I still want to do push days and pull days, right? Is I want to start implementing an idea of going 2 and 2. So I'll have my original, right, workout routine, but then I also want to have another workout routine. So for the first 2 weeks of that month, I'll go based off of this workout routine. Then for the last half of the month, I'll use this workout routine, which implements change and allows me to not only still go with the familiar, but also go with the new, and constantly, like, rotate them. So I could have like 4 different routines to where I'm just switching out by month, and constantly keeping myself, I don't want to say it in an evolved state, but basically constantly challenging myself to improve in different areas where I'm lacking. So for legs, I was able to get far. Like, I'm talking decline. Earlier in the year, before I stopped implementing legs, decline leg press was around 600 fucking pounds. That for me, fucking bonkers. It got to the point where, like, legs and certain pants, shit was popping. Like, bro, my ass my thighs, my legs just made it hard for me to fit in certain jeans, bro. To where I was like, damn, this is an issue. Like, this is not good. But upper body, I was only able to get up to like 210, 215. I want to say 210. I attempted 215. I got close to hitting it, but I never did hit that 215 that I can remember. No. Okay, I'm gonna just 210. And I want to hit 225. And again, I've started implementing trying to increase at lower weights, something that my buddy Jose told me about. So 45, 25, I can get like the best so far has been like 5 or 6 reps. Continuous, can't do it yet. I get to the point where like I get to 4, and then I get to 4, I get to 2, and I can't do it, and I start struggling. So I want to eventually start boom, 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 cranking it out. So when I get home from my workout, morning routine, whatever it is, I try to crank out 50 push-ups. So to kind of build up that consistency in that muscle, calisthenics, back workout, you know, try and get up on pull-ups, because for like my lat pull down form can be kind of funky, but I also want to be able to lift myself and push big weights fluently, right? Because I don't want to some of these weights, because that's not good. And I want to possibly look into dieting a little bit better. So eating with the purpose of, for one, looking good, feeling good, but also still fueling myself throughout the entire day. Because as of late, my fat big ol' ass want to eat like Oreos and cookies and milk and get up on all that. But instead of going out and buying them Oreos and just kind of like fattening up myself with a bunch of sugar, I went and bought myself like a dark chocolate Hershey's bar, one that's like just regular chocolate, dark chocolate, and then the other one that has almonds in it. So that I could take that craving away from myself, because, man, bro, when I get to touching into that kind of area right there of junk food, it's just hard to come out of. This week, I've gotten into 3 different albums, which I'll currently display. So I just finished Goldfish by The Alchemist and Hit Boy, which was number 1. High Off Life, Future, number 2. Never listened to these albums. Son of Spurgie, 3 by Daniel Caesar. This one I haven't finished yet, but it's also Don Toliver's Hardstone Psycho. I haven't finished it yet, so I won't count it. So we're still at 3. And then where are you? Welcome Home by Ruben Vincent and Ninth Wonder. 4. The instrumentals on these ones, as well as the instrumentals on The Alchemist, very, very much good. I like it a lot, and I enjoyed myself while listening to them. And then, man, is that it? I could have sworn I was listening to more stuff. Let me see if I have it on my downloaded. Besides that, I also looked into Love Spells because of Blush. Besides that, it's been another solid day. I've been relatively eased because money in terms of the stock market is something quite scary going on, right? To where I was invested into, right now currently I'm invested into 5 different companies, Nvidia being one of them, that I bought around 179 Dutch bros that I'm still invested into and I haven't let go of. United Health, which one is this? Northern Dynasty Minerals, and then Big Bear AI. Nvidia, as of this week, has been peaking, hitting an all-time peak that's been kind of unprecedented to me. Right now, my biggest one has been United Health, right? To where I think earlier this week, this thing jumped up to where I was up like, I want to say 1,100, close to 1,200. Almost up 1,200 from my initial investment, which for me was like, okay, fuck, that's a lot of money. Nvidia this week is cranking out crack numbers to where, bro, click on it. I'm up $702 fucking dollars. this thing was only up 200, 150 for me. So for me to wake up this morning and see that after pulling out 1,800, Matt, get out of there. After pulling out 1,800, I'm almost back to 12,000 again. At the peak of this account, I want to say 12,800, 900, getting back up to that 13, whatchamacallit, 13,000. I'd be up 13,475 right now, which is not like, ooh, but hey, bro, in terms of like movement and where I'm currently sitting, that's a bit shocking. Because right now my investment portfolio, my Robinhood is like my savings account to my personal bank account. Shit could be doing a lot better, but is it? Yeah, because I took out 1,800, and that 1,800 that I took out is damn near about to be replaced by some old investments. So it was almost like nothing ever happened to begin with. Given it's still a lot of money that I have to make up for. Right, because 1,800, I think only a certain amount of it has been compensated for. But going forward with some of these, if Nvidia and United Health go back up 1,100 or 1,200, I'm genuinely considering selling and reinvesting and laying out a new foundation on stuff that could bring me more. Because, bro, this shit is fucking game changing. How much I've been able to profit off of 2 fucking investments, United Health and Nvidia. But I'm also not one to quickly jump at it and do something outright right now, because the potential for these companies right now, the ceiling isn't exactly concrete. In their past, yes, but where we're going right now in terms of the future, going on to 2026, is the ceiling's a little bit ominous, to where we don't know where it's exactly placed. Other than that, that's been everything for me and my little rant and kind of talking with you guys and catching up with you guys. So I'll catch you guys here in the next one. It's currently October 29th, 12:22 p.m. and we're going back into work tomorrow, and I gotta finish up this book still by The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kloot. I'm on the final pages of finishing it, so I'm back in the 305. Oh wow, actually I could finish this shit by today, to this day, because it stops at 360. I might consider finishing this today. Anyways, we'll catch you guys on the next one.